Right. So ideas of development, in that we have studied different people have different developmental goals. And what is development for one may not be development for other, and it may be destructive for other. For that we have seen the example of a nuclear power plant constructed at Kudankulam in Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu. And another example also we have seen, that is a multinational company dumping waste material at the coast of Ivory Coast, which is a West African country. People living in that city called Abidjan, they suffered with many health problems. So these are the two examples we discussed to say the ideas of development is conflicted one. And today we will see development is not only income. Along with the income, there are many other goals to be considered in the process of a development. See, in all the individuals, what we have seen there, a landless rural labor to urban youth, urban unemployed youth, and to fishermen, Adivasi in the mining field, or whatever the people you take doing different occupations. All these people who involved in different occupations, they want better life. Somebody want better price for his crop. Somebody want better wages. Someone want regular work. So what is common here? Income. So in one way, in or other way, we see people want a good income for their development. And along with income, there are other things which also part of the development. Okay, that what to call other things, in the sense whatever they consider important. For example, equal treatment at work. What is that? Equal treatment. Understand? This is we see at workplace. Some are not given equal treatment. They are not treated equally. When workers and people, when workers working in a industry, there we see some are ill treated. They may not find equality with the rest of the people. If you take an institution or a company or an industry, there different persons will be in different positions, and these people will not get equality there. So at workplace, all are to be treated equally, that is equal treatment. And another one is freedom where they are working. There they should have freedom to take decisions on their own for the development of themselves. Understand? Then security. In some jobs, we see that there will not be security. In some companies, we see that there will not be security to the job. Workers may be terminated at any time without giving the notice. That is what insecurity of job. Another, we see that there won't be respect in the workplace. Okay, people working in an institution or company or an industry, they may not find respect from others, right? Industrial owners, we find in industries, along with them we find workers at different levels, and all these workers do not get equal respect from others. So these also important. What respect from others, what respect from others, then freedom in the job and security in the job in which people are doing, it should give security, and there should be equal treatment there. So other than the income, we find other important things in the process of development. Those are equal treatment, freedom, security, respect from others, and they want to end discrimination. All are not given equal importance. Some are given much importance in industries and company. Okay. So all are workers only. In the workers also we find some kind of discrimination. So the discrimination should come to end. These all other things other than the income in the process of development. So development involves many goals. It is, we call, mixture of goals. Development is mixture of goals. Okay. Do we find here one goal? No. Several goals we find. Okay. One is income, right? What they want? Income. Equal treatment they want, freedom, security, respect from others, recent discrimination, that is partiality. Okay, so what is development? It is the mixture of goals. It involves many other things, right? People may think depending on their situation. For example, some people give priority for only income. They think that in all the companies there won't be consideration to other than the income. That what you call non material things, we call this. Equal treatment, freedom, security, respect from others, and recent discrimination. These are called non material things. What is that? Non material things. Okay, so people give importance to material things, do not give importance to the non-material things. Certain people give importance to the non-material things, they won't think of income. Okay, let us see this by the slide given here. Okay, in the previous slides, what do you see here? There, a person want working near family. He wanted to work near to the family so that he could able to provide time for his family. He thinks his family is important. He thinks that he should have freedom to provide time for his family. Right, here is an agriculture labor, a woman agriculture labor. She feels she has to get equal wages along with men workers. She feels discrimination there, partiality. Okay, and here is a retired person who want a reliable pension. What is meant by reliable pension? The pension must be fair to meet his needs. Okay, so these people are giving importance to different things in their development. Okay, a job holder is preferring here, he is a job holder preferring to work near at home, and she is an agriculture labor. She want to end the discrimination in giving the wages for equal work. For equal work, equal wages should be given. That is her priority. Okay, and here a retired old person or senior citizen, he want a reliable pension. Okay, that means they are giving priority to other things other than the income, right? They do not prefer income, they're preferring the what, other things which are non-material things. Okay, so along with the income, we see there are other non-material things which also important for development. Then, for example, if you get a job at Delhi, at Delhi instead, there the income is some 60,000 they are ready to pay, which is far from your home, and there is no security of the job, they may terminate anytime, and there is no equal treatment in that job, and you are not treated as a human being there. Nobody is respecting you in the workplace. Every moment in your work you find discrimination. Okay, this is one job which is at Delhi. Okay, and there is another job near to home, near to home, and there they are giving some 35,000 salary, and there you get equal treatment, freedom, security is there, they are not terminating you. Okay, only the freedom is left to you that if you wish to move out of the job, then you can move, but there is no right to the company to terminate you from the job. Everybody is given respect there, you are getting respect from everyone there. So which one you will choose, that depending on your situation. If you think that income only important then all these things, then you may move to the what, Delhi, where you are treated like a machine, you are not treated like a human being. Okay, because top most priority given to salary, that is income, but some other may give importance to the these non-material things. Non-material things. They feel that we are human beings, so that there should be respect from others. So those who prefer this, they give importance to the job near to the home, though the income is less. See, today, if income is there in the jobs, why don't we find many women working like men in the outside? We see that maximum men are working outside the home. A few women are working outside the home. Then why don't we find maximum women working outside the home? Hmm? Because there is no freedom to them. Then there is no respect from others. They are women, so that there is some discrimination we find, right? And there is insecurity in the job, okay, where they are working along with men workers. We find that they are not feeling freedom and equal treatment. So there is insecurity. They are ill treated instead. So that many women are not coming forward just because of non-material things instead. So if respect from others and security, equal treatment is provided, then many women will come out of the home and work outside. It means, what I want to say, development is not only lying on income, right? It also depends on other goals along with income. Okay, so this is the thing, that income itself does not decide the development of the people. Along with income, there are some other non-material things which also decides the development, understand? So it is about the individual, understand? So we are discussing here development, understand? So development in the sense, whose development it is, right? It is the development of human beings, understand? Human beings, understand? So what is needed to the human beings for their better life? Is it only income, or along with income other things also required? Yes, along with income other things also required, understand? So the development of the human beings does not lie only on the income. It also depends on other things, right? For example, if you look at people around you, you find people in different houses. Some people's houses are small with one or two rooms, and some other people's houses are like palaces, understand? Why not? So what do you feel? People who are living in the house like a palace or a developed one, and people who are living in a small house, that is in the hut, they may not be developed one, right? So it is only the income. We have taken the criteria, what that the character is income. Depending on the income we are deciding, but income is not enough. See, if there is good income but the health of the people is very worst, Can you say that those are developed one? No. Huh? So that it is not only the income, other things also will decide the development. Understand? So when we want to compare the development of the people, which of the character you take here? Understand? We want to compare what that? We want to compare the development of the people. Instant development of the people. We want to compare the development of the people. So what do you see first? You will see income, right? In a general sense, we take it is, right? Those who earn good income, those are developed one, and those people's income is very less, they are not developed one. This is the criteria we take in general, right? That means we are comparing the people based on the income, right? That means we want to know the development, and to know the development of the people, we have taken income. But income is not enough. Similarly, how do you compare the development of the countries and states? How can you say that this nation, America, is developed than the what Britain or India? Instead, how the Japan is developed one? How do we compare? No, not. We compare taking the what income. So let us see that income is one criteria in comparing the what states regarding development. Okay, in comparing the states or countries, we are taking the income, and it is not enough. Income, it is the one criteria. Okay, we have taken this as a criteria for comparison. Okay, or you can call it is a character. Okay, so what is the criteria here? Income. So on the criteria income, we are comparing which of the states are developed and which of the countries are developed. Okay, we'll come to a conclusion that it is not enough. Okay, to make you understand that income is not enough, let's move to the example given in the next slide. Okay, let us see here. Comparing different countries or states. How do we compare the states or countries which are developed one? How? Just now I said that we are taking the criteria income. Okay, countries whose income is high, we feel that they are more developed than the countries whose income is less. Okay, that means we are taking the criteria, that is income of country. Income of country. Then what do we call income of country? It is national income. Another name for income of country is national income. Okay, what is mean by national income here? It is the income of all the people living within the nation. Income of all the residents of the country, that what we call national income. Okay, income of all the residents of the country is called national income. So when you take the national income, you will find some of the countries are Some of the countries' incomes are higher, so that we call them those are developed. And some of the countries' income is less, right? And we may say that those are lesser in development than other. But the thing is that it is not useful for measuring the development of a nation. What is not useful? Total income. Which one? Total income, or we call it a national income. What is total income? Income of all the residents of a country. That is called total income. Okay. And the terminology in economics for total income is national income. So national income is not useful criteria for measuring the what to call development of the nations. How can we say that? Suppose in a country, that is a, it may be Japan or something you take, okay, here the income earners are some thousand people are there, and their income is, each one is earning 100, understand? So that it becomes what, how much, 1 lakh. Another country is there B, and there the people are total people living in the country B. For example, just imagine, okay, there 100 are there. Total population of the country B is 100, and every person's income is 50. So that it becomes what, 5,000, right? So can we take the income of country B comparing with the country A? You says that here the population of the country B is 100 and the population of the country A is 1000. So it is meaningless to compare, because the population is different from one nation to another nation. What is different? Population, right? First thing. Second thing is that all the individuals in the nation may not earn income, right? So based on this, how can we take national income or total income criteria for comparing the development of the countries or the states? So it is not a useful indicator. Which one? Income, that is national income, or what you call total income, is not useful criteria. And